We've been taught that we need to wait for something to happen to know how to feel. So we've been taught that there's something called cause and effect, right? So, oops, my dog knows that if he comes back to me, he'll get a treat, right? So it's cause and effect. So he learns to come back to me. However, there's a different version of this called causing an effect, okay? So, if my dog just randomly comes over and sits in front of me very cutely and looks up at me, I'm also probably going to give him a treat, right? He's causing an effect. We can do this in our lives too. And it often has to do with changing the meaning or the story that we're telling. So, for example, this morning I woke up to face a very, very long driveway covered in a little bit of ice. And I don't have I haven't coordinated someone to do anything to it. And I thought to myself, ugh, why do I have this awful long driveway? And then I thought, you know what? This awful long driveway is a big part, probably, of why this house was priced so low. And that's the only way that I could have gotten a house with the mortgage and the perspective that I had at the time. So I started to see that driveway as the reason why I could have my cute little house. So I started to see that I really like the long driveway. I was causing an effect. I was causing a positive relationship with a perceived negative circumstance by shifting the way I was talking about it. So we can do this anytime. And some people are like, well, you're going to do the toxic positivity or the spiritual bypass. Anyone who spends any time with me knows that I very much am willing to have my grief and my sadness and my fear and my anxiety. But I don't need to do so unnecessarily, right? So there's a difference between like true grief and allowing for it and surrendering to it and feeling it completely, and just a habit of being, kind of a brat. So it's a brat to be like, oh, I have this beautiful house and a long driveway, and it snowed, and now I need to take care of it. Like that's bratty. It's a privilege to have any of those things, and I can figure out how to take care of the driveway by asking for help. So, in those circumstances, I don't see it as toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing to say, all right, do I have a habit of being a little bit of like self-pitying and immature and bratty about this? And if that's the case, then I can go ahead and check in and give myself a different perspective.